Okay, let's slide, guys. Here we go. Here we go. Slide across. Quickly. Brooke! Brooke! Cuff him! Cuff him!
We use videotape in our course to replay the events of a room entry or cornering technique or any one of our drills. What the video does is it allows the student to look at himself. See, you can be critiqued all day long, but sometimes you don't understand what I mean. The videotape helps you sit there and look at yourself on camera and you go, whoa, okay, that's what you mean. I went into that room and I ducked, I can't believe I did that. Or the guy came around the corner and I turned my back, no wonder he shot me. And so with the video replay, it's a great tool for the student because really he's the one that's correcting all these things. All we do is our channeling or trying to coach him in the direction that he really wants to go in the first place. He wants to be able to corner. He wants to be able to take down a threat if a threat materializes. And that is his total motivation. And nobody is more dedicated to that than the student because he does not like getting shot. He does not want to lose these confrontations. The paintball makes him realize that this is reality. I have to know how to do this. So he, with the videotape, gets to look at himself on videotape and go, wow, okay, that's a mistake I made. We also have used the videotape when we do our dynamic entries because as a lane grader or as a coach, I can't see everything that goes on. We come back at the videotape later on, we go, oh, wow, okay, now. And we can stop frame it. We go, okay, now look when you came in the room here. We can diagnose every little step of the way of what they did wrong, because this increases the learning process. As they're sitting there, that's where they're learning. The next time they do that room entry, they're starting to become more and more aware. Each time they do the room entry, they have a visual replay of what they did. Now let's look at this from the top. Notice how the point man will engage his first threat. As the rest of the team slides up, they slide in a good shooting platform as they move to the doors. They use a cornering technique as they move around those corners and up to those doors. Even though it's a doorway, it's still a corner. Constantly you see working as pairs as they line up at the doors, preparing for the entry. They never let one guy by themselves. They're always working as pairs, working their way into a room as partners. That's one of the biggest keys.
Moving, moving, moving. Brooks, cuff him. Cuff him.
These drills will flow easily when you do it dry without any threats that are actually shooting back. But as soon as you start throwing actual threats in there, you'll start seeing a lot of these mistakes come out. That's where we get a good use of video replay that will show us the mistakes that we see as team members are breaking down and making their mistakes under the duress of actually engaging a threat.
What you're viewing here is a team in training. What you want to notice is their non-cohesiveness, their inability to keep the shooting platform as they're moving against threats, and just basically how they're responding to threats. They have difficulty moving together as partners. Their body language indicates a victim mentality versus what we call maintaining a hunter mentality. There is no fluidity in this team. What this team lacks is team leadership.